But not all that was given was good. Some watchers shared weapons of war. Others taught dark arts that twisted the human spirit. The more knowledge poured out, the more humanity's innocence began to fade. One night, as Sariel looked at the people he loved, he saw something that chilled him. Two men fighting with blades forged from metal the watchers had revealed. Blood stained the ground. The killer's eyes were filled not with sorrow, but with pride. It was then Sariel felt the first sting of guilt. He had wanted to help, but had they just opened the door to destruction? The voice came like a wind through his bones, not heard with ears, but with the soul. Sariel, he knew instantly it was the Creator. What have you done? The weight of the question crushed him, and for the first time in his eternal life, Sariel felt fear. The night the summons came, the sky above Mount Hermon cracked like glass. The humans below felt it before they saw it. The wind died, the birds fell silent, even the insects hid. The air was charged heavy, as if all creation had drawn in a single breath and refused to exhale. Then, the light came. It wasn't the soft glow of sunrise or the silver wash of moonlight Sariel loved. This was a light that pierced bone and soul, the radiance of heaven descending in judgment. The watchers were seized, not by human hands, but by forces no mortal could see. Angels of fire and wind, unfallen and unshaken, sent to bring the rebels home. Sariel did not resist. Some of his brothers fought, their faces twisted with rage and disbelief. Others cursed the messengers, screaming that their actions had been noble, that God was unjust to punish them. Sariel just lowered his head. The faces of the humans he had taught flashed before his mind. The healed child, the grateful families, the farmers who could now feed their villages. And then, the bloodshed he had witnessed. Had he given them life, or had he given them the means to destroy it? They were brought to the throne room, the place no angel enters unless summoned. Imagine a space so vast that stars burn in the distance, like torches along its walls. A floor of glass reflecting the infinite light above, and at the center, the throne, the seat of the Creator, where justice and mercy meet. Michael stood at one side, Gabriel at the other, their expressions unreadable. The watchers knelt, some defiantly, some trembling. Sariel simply closed his eyes. The Creator's voice was not like the wind this time. It was not like thunder. It was everything. You were given a place among the holy. You were trusted to watch over my children. And yet you descended, you defied, you corrupted. A murmur of protest rose from the crowd of fallen. Silence. The word wasn't shouted, it simply was. And the room obeyed. The judgment was swift. Every watcher who descended was to be bound in chains beneath the mountains, in a place where no light would ever reach until the day of judgment. There would be no appeal, no second chance, no redemption. One by one, angels of fire stepped forward, wrapping chains of light around the rebels' arms and wings. The chains didn't just bind their bodies, they burned into their spirits, cutting them off from the song of heaven. Sariel felt it, the sudden emptiness, like someone had ripped out the center of who he was. The connection to God, the constant hum of divine presence that every angel feels, was gone. It was in that silence that Sariel understood what hell truly is. Here is where Sariel's story begins to diverge from the others. Many of the watchers spat curses as they were dragged away. Others plotted vengeance, their minds already twisted with pride. But Sariel began to weep, not out of fear for himself, but because he realized the damage he had done. He remembered the child he had healed. He remembered the men who had forged weapons from the knowledge given, and he whispered, almost too quietly for the court to hear, "Lord, I am sorry." No angel had ever said those words from that place before. They were taken to the deep places of the earth, far below the mountains where they had first descended. The air was cold, the darkness absolute. For others, the chains were the end. They fell into bitterness, their spirits twisting into something almost unrecognizable. For Sariel, the chains became a crucible. In the silence, with nothing left but his own thoughts, he began to pray. not for release, not for his old glory, but for forgiveness. He prayed for the humans he had taught, that they would use what was good and reject what was evil. He prayed for the watchers who mocked him, that somehow they too would see the truth. And most of all, he prayed that if God ever gave him the smallest chance to serve again, he would take it, even if it meant no one would ever remember his name.